In the world of coin collecting, every now and then a piece of American currency steps out of the shadows of everyday change and becomes something much more: a piece of art, a story frozen in metal, a quiet treasure waiting to be discovered. And among these special pieces, one coin continues to fascinate collectors, historians, and casual hobbyists alike. It's a coin that was meant to reshape the way Americans interacted with their money, a coin that carried symbolism, heritage, and hope all in one small golden disc. Today, we're exploring the 2000 Sacagawea $1 coin, specifically the Philadelphia minted version bearing the mint mark P, a coin whose story is far more interesting than most people realize. Before we dive into what makes this coin uniquely valuable to collectors today, let's rewind to the moment of its creation. Imagine the late 1990s. The United States Mint had just watched the Susan B. Anthony dollar struggle deeply in circulation. That earlier coin had been too similar to a quarter, often mistaken, rarely used, and ultimately not embraced by the public. So the Mint decided to try again. They wanted a dollar coin that was unmistakably different, larger in presence, bold in color, instantly recognizable by touch alone. More importantly, they wanted it to represent something greater. Something uniquely American. Something rooted in history, yet forward-looking. To bring her story to life visually, the Mint commissioned artist Glenna Goodacker to create the design. Goodacker spent countless hours studying Native American models, historical documents, and cultural details. She didn't want a generic portrait, she wanted a face filled with humanity, strength, and dignity. Ultimately, she chose Randiel Hidao Titan, a young woman of Shoshombanic descent, to be the model. The result was stunning. Sacagawea is portrayed looking over her shoulder, her infant son Jean-Baptiste secured on her back, symbolizing both guidance and protection. Around it are 17 stars, representing the states in the Union at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Again, intentional symbolism, this time connecting the past to the nation's early growth. But the design wasn't the only thing different about this coin. The Mint wanted it to look unlike any other U.S. coin, so they gave it a distinctive golden color. The alloy was carefully chosen, not actual gold, but a mix of manganese brass that gave it a warm, golden hue. It stood out immediately in both color and touch, larger and smoother than quarters, with a slightly different weight that made it unmistakable. Another reason this coin has gained traction over the years is its place in the broader timeline of modern U.S. dollars. After the Sacagawea dollar debuted in 2000, it continued in production for several years, but with a twist. Starting in 2009, the reverse design changed annually as part of the Native American $1 coin program. Those later reverses depicted different themes highlighting Native American contributions to the United States, while the obverse design of Sacagawea stayed the same. That makes the original 2000 to 2008 Eagle reverse a sort of first chapter in the series, giving the 2000 version added significance as the beginning of a new era. Collectors also appreciate the cultural importance of the coin. Sacagawea represented more than exploration. She represented indigenous presence in U.S. history, something long overlooked or minimized. Featuring her on a national currency was a step toward greater recognition. For many collectors, owning the 2000-piece Sacagawea dollar feels like holding a symbol of acknowledgement and respect. But all the symbolic beauty and artistic intention aside, today's question is often the same: what is the coin actually worth? And why has its value risen over the years? When evaluating the worth of the 2000-piece Sacagawea dollar, several factors come into play. First is condition, whether the coin is circulated or uncirculated, whether it still has its original luster, and whether it bears scratches, wear marks, or discoloration. A coin kept safely in a protective holder or never used in circulation naturally commands a higher price. Collectors look for coins that stand out, coins that look almost untouched by time, coins that still carry the glow they had the day they left the mint. This example belongs to that superior class. So after everything, the backstory, the artistry, the symbolism, the mintage, the condition, the collector demand, what is this coin worth today? This is the moment many viewers wait for. After learning the coin's origins, understanding its design, appreciating the skill behind its creation, and recognizing its significance, it all leads to this final reveal. Today, a strong, well-preserved 2000-piece Sacagawea $1 coin like the one showcased in this video carries an impressive value in the collector market. And the current estimated value for this specific example comes in at $152. It's a reminder that small treasures can exist in plain sight, that a coin once worth a single dollar can now be valued at over 100 times its original face value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your coin collecting journey, the 2000-piece Sacagawea dollar represents everything that makes numismatics so rewarding: history, beauty, surprise, and the joy of discovering something extraordinary hiding in the ordinary. And who knows, one of these might just be sitting in your own collection, waiting to be recognized for the treasure it truly is. When most people think about American currency, their minds jump straight to paper bills or the familiar coins that jingle at the bottom of a pocket or purse. But every now and then, a coin comes along that does more than just pass from hand to hand. Some coins tell stories. Some coins honor people who shaped history. And some coins, like the 2009 Sacagawea $1 coin, quietly gain attention among collectors for their beauty, their meaning, and their ever-rising value. Today, we're taking a journey into the world of this remarkable coin, exploring where it came from, what makes it special, the surprising role it played in modern U.S. coinage, and why a coin that once cost just $1 can now be worth around $155 to collectors who know exactly what to look for. To understand the 2009 Sacagawea dollar, we actually need to go back a little further, to the original Sacagawea dollar released in 2000. When the United States Mint rolled out this new golden-colored coin, excitement was high. The country hadn't seen a widely circulating dollar coin since the Susan B. Anthony dollar from the late 1970s and early 1980s, a coin many people mistook for a quarter because of its similar color and size. The Sacagawea dollar, however, stood out immediately. With its warm golden tone, smooth edge, and elegant depiction of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, the coin felt different, modern yet historical, simple yet symbolic. Sacagawea herself was a choice steeped in history. As a Shoshone woman who served as interpreter, guide, and essential member of the Lewis and Clark expedition, her presence ensured the group's safe passage through unfamiliar territory. She represented courage, diplomacy, cultural connection, and the often overlooked contributions of indigenous women in early American history. Her image on the coin was a tribute to someone who shaped the United States in a way that few people fully realize. But despite its beautiful design, the Sacagawea dollar didn't quite take off in everyday circulation. Most people simply preferred paper bills. Even though millions of these coins were produced annually, the general public rarely used them. But the story of the Sacagawea dollar didn't end there. In fact, its second life, its more intriguing chapter, began in 2009. These crops sustained generations, shaped farming practices across the continent, and symbolized nourishment, community, and the connection between people and the land. It's a design rich with symbolism and full of life, making the coin feel like a tiny story frozen in metal. When collectors talk about value, condition is everything. A coin graded MS, or mint state, holds all the tiny details of the original strike. The texture of Sacagawea's hair, the shine on the planting woman's dress, the crisp outline of the Three Sisters crops, every little mark matters. Not every 2009 Sacagawea dollar is valuable. But the ones in flawless or near-flawless condition? Those are the coins that get collectors paying attention. Over the years, as more collectors began paying attention to modern US dollar coins, the 2009 issue steadily climbed in desirability. New coin collectors, seasoned professionals, and even casual hobbyists all found something to appreciate in it: its history, its message, its artistic beauty, or simply its role in launching a new chapter in the Sacagawea series. People who may not have cared much for US dollar coins suddenly saw value in them, and the 2009 coin became a favorite. Collectors look for authenticity, rarity, and condition, and this coin checks all the boxes when well preserved. Those struck in higher quality for collector sets, especially in pristine mint state grades, have consistently risen in market value. Some collectors purchased these coins directly from the mint years ago for barely above face value, never realizing their potential. Others found them tucked in forgotten rolls or envelopes, uncirculated and shining with brilliant luster. Coin values fluctuate over time depending on collector interest, market demand, and the availability of high-grade examples. But in recent years, particularly well-preserved 2009 Sacagawea dollars have become highly desirable. Collectors are willing to pay strong premiums for pieces that show no wear, full detail, and rich golden color. And so, after exploring the history, beauty, design, minting process, and collector trends surrounding this remarkable coin, we arrive at the moment many viewers wait for, the part that often surprises people the most. A 2009 Sacagawea $1 coin, in excellent mint state condition with strong luster and sharp details, can sell today for an impressive value of $155. A coin that was once simply a dollar, created to honor Native American agriculture and celebrate the story of Sacagawea, has grown into something much more, a collectible piece with rising value, historical significance, artistic charm, and a story rich enough to capture the imagination of any viewer or collector who takes a closer look. Whether it rests safely in a protective sleeve, shines in a display case, or arrives freshly discovered from an old mint roll, the 2009 Sacagawea dollar continues to offer a golden reminder of the past and a shining opportunity for collectors today.